What's up? My name is D-Star. Welcome to my first real tutorial. And the reason I say real tutorial is because, well, to be quite honest, the last one I kind of just threw up and threw out there. And I haven't checked my YouTube in a while, and I noticed that there was a lot of demand for these, and I saw a lot of questions and stuff like that. So I'm going to take it a little slower this time, walk it through a little bit at everybody's pace. And if you're looking for a quick tutorial and you want it fast, no bullshit, check out the other one. It's a little bit quicker and to the point. But if you didn't quite get it or you want a better understanding, this is the one for you. I'm going to take it a little slower and walk it through, break it down a little bit slower, walk you through a little bit, at a different pace. That said, if you're sick of the bullshit already and you want to cut right to it, I'm going to put the time below so you can just jump right to it. A couple more notes before we get started. One, this is an advanced tutorial. I don't think this is for you if you're still kind of trying to figure out how to make a song or trying to figure out how to get your way around Ableton and stuff like that, because to be honest, you don't really need to learn how to sample kick drums out of songs. Just use sample packs if you're still trying to figure out how to program drums or you don't really know your way around. This is an advanced tutorial. That said, I think I broke it down in a way where almost anybody can understand. So hopefully you enjoy it. Please subscribe and hit me with that thumbs up. I'm going to try to take this channel a little bit more seriously now and try to provide some pro level content. And by pro, I don't mean like I'm the best, I'm a pro, but try to deliver higher quality tutorials. A little bit more about DJing and all that cool shit, producing pretty much for a living and DJing forever. I want to get more into, build a little bit of a channel. So follow me along for the ride, hit subscribe, and also hit me with a comment if you guys want a specific tutorial or you guys are looking to try to figure something out. A lot of times when I produce for like friends or help, some of my friends with music and stuff like that, they're always like, how do they do that? How do they do that? And it's been inspiring because I'm like, man, I should just make a YouTube channel and show people how they do that. So let's get to it. No more bullshit. Leave a comment, thumbs up, and please hit me with that subscribe. And let's keep this shit rolling. All right, we're here. First things first, I'm gonna pick a song. I can't play the whole song, but what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to sample, as I mentioned, obviously, the kick drum from the song. And I was thinking about just doing Intoxicated. This is Serato DJ. It's not really necessary for this tutorial, but it's a cool way to look at the waveforms, and I DJ with it quite a lot, so I'm kind of used to looking at it. And I usually poke around inside Serato, and let me mute the volume. Is there a master volume on this? There is not. All right, well, there it is. Cool. So I usually use this to look around for spots where the kick drum's wide open, and what I'm looking for is a clean attack, and kind of try to find the spot where it's open, the most open. And in this case, I spotted this little guy 2 bars into the start of the drop where it's pretty open. And the attack sounds clean. I'm going to play it. Cool, so that's pretty clean. So then I'm going to hit Apple R, which shows it in Finder. And I'm going to pull it open in a wave editor. And I'm going to trim that part out. And let me show you how I do that. And you can do this again in any wave editor. I use Sound Studio. Alright, let's see where it is. Try not to play too much so I don't get hit with that copyright. Alright, again, you're like, wow, this isn't that crazy. You just pulled it right out of the track. Well, just you wait. I'm just kidding. So you can hear that noise in the background. So it's not totally clean. But we're going to save that because that's going to turn into something. And we're going to call it, I'm going to put that on my desktop. I'm going to call it Scrap. And we're going to save it. And we're going to drag it into Ableton Live. Oops, wrong place. Right here is cool. Cool. So now we got our little Scrap file. And now here's the part we all been waiting for. This is the kind of the magic here. You can use any plugin to do this, but you need something to separate it into bands, and I recommend separating it into 4 bands. I really like the way iZotope separates it by default. At least I think it's by default because I've tweaked it a lot. You're not doing anything to modify the sound, but instead you're actually trying to separate the bands, as transparently and cleanly as possible with filters. That means you can even use an EQ to do the same thing. But the reason I do it in iZotope is because I can do it quickly. So that said, you're separating the bands, and I'll explain it and I'll show you, and you'll see. So I'm going to duplicate this 4 times because we're separating it into 4 bands. I'm going to start at number 1, and I'm going to solo the high, which is 10,000 and up. And then I'm going to do 2,000 kilohertz to 10,000 kilohertz next, which is the second band. And then the third and the fourth band, which is a sub band. So you can do this in anything. You can do this in EQ8, anything. So now we're going to highlight all of them. And we're going to freeze track. And then we're going to hit flatten. And this will apply the effect permanently and bounce it or render it down a wave, whatever you want to call it. And now you've got this. As you can hear, it's the same exact sound, but it's separated. And this is where it gets interesting. We're going to take each piece and we're going to trim the parts that we want. Obviously we want the attack. So I'm going to zoom in really closely and I'm going to trim it here. That's Apple E. And then show fades, which is obviously a shortcut for as well. And that looks good. And we're going to do the same on band 2. And again, the cleaner you can sample it out of the track, the easier life's going to be when you do this, and the cleaner the attack's going to be. Cool. So now you're starting to hopefully pick up what I'm trying to put down. Show fades. Ooh, that's clean. I don't love the attack though. I think it could be a little better. Let's try zooming in. Let's trim that out and get a little fade in there. Cool. Now we got something. And I'm going to get rid of those tails and I'm going to fade this one out a little bit. And we've got ourselves a kick drum. So that's all there is to it. Let's try one more. Last time I did that Knife Party song, Boss Mode, and I really like that. It's a cool song. So as you can see, it's covered up. Lots of shit going on. Let's Apple R and open it up in Sound Studio. And I grab that first note out of the drop, which is right here. And you're like, wow, there's a lot of things going on. You could never sample that cleanly. Bring it into the, app. I'm going to make a new one, Apple N, new sound file. Copy and paste what I just sampled. I'm going to get right in there. I'm going to grab the attack like that. That's cool. We can leave it like that. And then, cool. And we're going to save that. We'll call that scrap as well. I don't really care about overwriting the other one. It's just a chunk file. I normally don't put these in the desktop. I have a little folder with all my bounce stuff in it. Don't clog the desktop up. Nobody likes a messy desktop. Your friends will judge you. Let's try it one more time. And there we go. Here's the scrap file. Cool. And let's do isotope imager once again. And we're going to duplicate it 4 times. The reason I do this when it's open like that is so I don't have to open each individual one. Solo, solo, and you get the idea. All 4. Freeze, flatten. Same story here. Now you can see that snare drum's in there. Watch this, get rid of all of it. What's up? I'm recording a YouTube tutorial. Don't talk. Hang on one second. And then show fades. Trim the tail. And then we're gonna do this. And we're gonna fade out the back. And that snare drum kind of messes it up a little, so I'm gonna cut it there. And then done. Let's hear it. Ooh, clean. And we're clipping that, so we gotta turn it down. Perfect. That's it, guys. Hit like, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, if you have any ideas or something you're struggling with, let me know and inspire me, and I'll make some more of these. If you want to show some support, hit subscribe below and inspire me to make more tutorials. Thanks, guys.